This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me, my mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
What's the deal? What goes on, everybody? How we doing this lovely morning?
Wyclef, your mission is a difficult
no,
one.
let's not do that. Let's not
What
do
up?
that.
What up?
Let's not do that. What goes on? What's up, Kenny? Hold on, let me get everything situated, let everybody in. See Dre trying to come in. All right. Let me close these doors, get everything done. We got unemployment claims coming up, but then again, everyone's fucking unemployed here. So we ain't claiming shit. Oh, there we go. Unemployment claims hitting right now. 8:30. Yeah, I hate trading the 8:30 news. Bearish. All right. Give me 1 sec. Let me get everything up and running. There we go. There we go. Got this. Got that. Got everything. Got everything in my mama name. So while the news is running here, and I'm not planning on trading unemployment claims, let me welcome you back, right? Let me welcome you back to a place with no hope. You know why with no hope? Because we're not going to hope for setups. We're going to read them, we're going to wait on them, and we're going to execute them with zero hesitation. That's why there's no hope. We ain't hoping for shit. We're going to see it. All right? So remember, not just another stream. It's real-time strategy, real entries, real precision, right? And it's on the chart that we've mastered here. So you should be pretty confident, right? And you're not here to be entertained. You're here to level up, to watch how discipline moves before price ever does, okay? So if the market's going to be clean today, we're going to strike. If it's choppy, we're going to observe it. But either way, like I said yesterday, we're either going to walk away smarter or richer, and sometimes both, okay? Anyway, chat, hope everyone had a lovely evening. Okay. Ooh, I had a great evening, but I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to show you that patience pays more than adrenaline. And honestly, if you can read the candles right, maybe you'll gain a superpower. Feels like a superpower sometimes, right? But if you've been tapped in, right, you know that real-time guidance is irreplaceable. If you're watching from the sidelines today, if you're one trade away from realizing why we don't guess and how we deduce what's going to happen, Top 1 Futures. You don't have to watch from the sidelines. Go Top 1 Futures. Get your Top 1 Futures account. Get an instant funded account and get in the game. All right. Like that. Remember the old school EA Sports games? EA Sports. It's in the game. Well, just like here. Get in the game. Top 1 Futures. Get in the game. All right. But don't stack up because big discounts are coming. So you should, if you have no accounts, get one. If you're planning on getting many accounts, wait for the big discount on the way. All right. This joint. The joint burning slow. A little monster looking like a dinosaur at my feet over here. And the stream about to be at my fingertips. Anyway, gang, let's get surgical. Let's get sharp. And as always, don't blink. The move might already be loading. All right. So let's get underway. $90% off. Yo, who keeps opening this door? I know it's not that windy in here. You're 1248. You're 1248. You ever seen that meme? You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Go watch that meme, then you'll understand. You 1248. You're people at the Zoom door. We outside. Yes, we are. We outside.
Outside med det! Nå får du inside! Outside med det!
Straight up. So, daily closed bearish at resistance. No top wick, previous daily. Look at yesterday, just straight down. Straight down. That leads me to believe that we're going to continue down. 4-hour bearish, daily bearish. Everybody and their mother's bearish. Oh, what a closure. All right, so this is unemployment claims. Unemployment numbers came out good numbers today. So we got good numbers here on unemployment. That means gold should see a drop, right? What are you doing, gold? Misbehaving. Oh, the drive-through shit. Yes. The drive-through shit. It's funny as hell. What's target here? Huh. Okay. That's what we're gonna do here. Ideally, with all the higher time frames bearish at the moment, we want to look for sells. There's nothing here at the moment in terms of closures, right? We are still within this range. I believe the actual closure is like this. Like that. Okay, so until this candle closes here in 5 minutes, for now this is the level. Okay, and it would make sense to go bearish here if the news came out positive for gold, which is the stop here. Okay, too much. Yeah, I'm gonna see this 15 through at the very least. This 5-minute candle. One more 5-minute candle left. Leg candle closure on the 5-minute, retesting the 5-minute support, but we are below the range on the higher time frame, so any break of the lows here is going to take us down. I just not gonna attempt this here. And the reason I'm not going to attempt, not the range is massive. I think my level might be a bit off. Like, I'm not sure if my level should be like this or like this. You understand? So I want this level, this range to form here, and then we'll take the fill of it. Not too excited about this level. We did close below the most recent, right? And we keep staying below the most recent level here with all these wicks. But I'm just not a big fan of whipsaw candles during news, right? Now once we close on the 15, if we're below here, I can probably look for a rebreak. My voice hella low. Maybe the music hella high. There we go. Now you should hear me better. Music is lower, voice is higher. But if it's not high enough, I'll go get it high. You know what I mean? You let me know. I'll go get this voice high. Better. Oof. Rebreaking. Would that give you 10 pips? No, I don't feel bad. We would have hit BE here. This would have been a zero closure BE added to the record here. Life that I'm living. Can't sing that shit. Yeah, Kenny, leave some for the rest of us. Where's Jay?
Yeah, Mo. We got Mo.
I'm here. Good morning.
Oh, you did make it in. I was gonna say, did Jay ever make it in here? Good morning.
Yes. I was here early, up and at 'em. I've been up for a long time. Went to the beach this morning, relaxed, played with my daughter, had breakfast, just chilling because it's the afternoon here. So that's my daily routine, basically. Or sometimes I sleep in.
Do you have any trace there?
How was your night last night?
Wait. You look, the Jewish can't be coming out of you this early. You can't answer a question with a question. I said, did you have any trace today? You said, how was your night?
I didn't answer a question with a question. I asked, how was your... Oh, I didn't hear that part.
If I asked the question, then you asked me a question for an answer. That would be answering a question with a question.
I have not taken a trade today. I was looking at seeing the the market drop, but now that it's rejected and slow with the red event, I'm waiting. I'm not going to put a sell stop on the break of the lows. It's not looking decent right now, but I expected it to go up during the night and actually just kept dropping and dropping and dropping.
Not a single bullish candle in sight.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, let me wait and see what's going on. But Turpy been killing it. He caught 140 pips or something, bro. He's just like on fire. He sent it in the Discord.
Oh, were you guys trading really late last night?
I didn't trade. I haven't been trading Asian for a while. Spending more time with the family and stuff, just decompressing, making enough during the day anyway. So,
no, I was there for Asian. I was there for Asian, but I didn't take anything. Nothing set up at the time. I think it might have set up a bit later. Volume came in a bit later.
He says he took the trade 30 minutes after getting off. So the trade that you got 140 pips on was from Asian Turpy? Because he got in at 33.79 on spot.
Yeah, it had to have been for A, because that's when it started moving. But like, it's funny because we attempted to break out of the range for Asian like numerous times.
Yeah, it wasn't Asian, it was London. Yeah, because I'm seeing it. He closed it where we are now at 33.63. So yeah, he says during London, which makes sense because we pretty much were there this morning, bro. So you let it run, bro. You just sold and then closed your eyes and you're like, all right, I'm gonna let this run. 140 pips during the night. God damn, that's nice. Yeah, all night with stop loss and break even. He had it all set up. Nice.
That's the only way to do it. When I get a runner for Asian, I go to bed. I don't secure nothing. It's either gonna be like I had like a few days ago, and I saw about 57 pips. I didn't secure anything. I just let it rock overnight to see if it's gonna hit my target or break even. I hit break even.
Oh man, that sucks.
It's not bad. Like sometimes you attempt full target because it doesn't really. Sometimes you wake up and you're like, oh, thank God I slept through that because I would have closed right here and I would have closed right here. Meanwhile, you sleep through, a full TP. So it's pretty cool. It's not always.
Yeah, but
it doesn't always suck. But if we do the numbers, when we secure full, we make more than when we wait for runners once in a while.
Was your lot a lot lower then on the 57 pips?
On the 57 pips? No, it was an 8 lot. I secured 6 at 11 pips, went break even, and left the PC and went to lay down, do my thing, and then like I saw after that it saw about 57 pips before pulling back. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't looking at it. I just saw it after.
Okay, I see. Okay.
It's just for Asian. If I get a runner, I just go break even and I turn it off. I don't even watch it. Sometimes you wake up to a nice surprise.
Nice. Yeah, I have a hard time doing that still. I mean, I know Market Mechanic does it for like 2,000 pips. I
only do it when I've taken all the risk off the table. When there's no more risk involved, then I let it rock.
So you close about 70 to 80% of the.
Yeah, but I'll always close more than 70%. Most of the time, I close 90%.
Okay, makes sense.
Most of the time.
Okay, then that's fine. Yeah, that makes sense then. Because then.
Yeah, it's a 10% runner. You want it to pay you at least as much as your closure, so you kind of got to let it run maybe about 9 to 10 times further than what your original target was.
Makes sense. This week has been a good week. It's been a good week. Not as much movement as last week because it's the first red folder of the week, but I'm excited for the.
I got 3 trades in the whole week.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because none of them were losses, right? They're all profitable. And you learn every time what not to take, and if you don't take a trade, then.
Well, technically, that's not bad. Today's what? Today's Thursday, right? It's only Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah, so 3 trades, basically 1 trade a day this week.
Bro, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And remember, you don't have to take every trade, every position.
Yeah.
And then you get to
yesterday we waited
make
for
your
a
money.
long time.
Yeah, but we caught nice.
Yeah, we could, but that, like, you know, you wait for a long time and catch these positions. You do it often enough, you're like, this is starting to tell me that I need to wait longer. That it's okay. Not even you need to, but it's okay. If you haven't seen anything by 9, 10, 10:30, like, it's okay. Doesn't mean you have to, like Jay said. No one's gonna force you. In fact, most people will commend you if you wait.
It's better to do that than to take a position that doesn't make sense. So yeah, for sure. We're doing good. Been doing good, step by step. Not every trade is going to be a winner, but anytime you get into a trade, there are 3 possibilities, like you say: win, loss, or break it. So if you have that mindset set up, and you know that any of those are possible, and you take your trade according to the way you're supposed to, then you can't lose, because in the long run, you'll make profit.
I find people lose when they get, like, laxed, when they're like, all right, fuck it, this looks good, I'll take a trade, without really going in depth in what's going on in the market. They kind of show up and, like, half-ass it, and they're like, and then they'll take an entry, right, because something looks good, and then they'll go through the time frames when they're in the trade and drawdown, just checking every time frame, like, damn, but it looked good on the 15. Well, why did it doesn't look good on 30? Like, why didn't you look through the time frames before you got in?
And we know this because we've all done it back in the day when we started.
Be hopping on, that kind of looks good, I'll take it. It's like you're so laxed that you're just like, oh shit, and draw down, fuck it. And it sets you back. You don't realize that it was just dumb and nonsense. And then you, like, once you're in there, you're like, all right, what is the 4 hour doing? Fuck, is this is the 1 hour in my direct? It's like, bro, all of that needed to be done beforehand.
And look at that, it just dropped, but there's no bottom wicks, man. It's just
honestly, even if I took the entry here on the re-break out of lows, it would have gave us 10 pips. I would have went BE, not secured anything, hoping for that runner during news. It would have took us out here. It would have been like, oh, that's annoying. And then the shit would have dropped and we would have been like, ah. So.
Yep. Like I say.
Might as well just sit out through that whole roller coaster here.
Yeah, the 4 hours on spot is closing soon, so we'll have it set up. And then 9:30 a.m. we'll have it set up hopefully. So patience is key.
Oh, this is going to drop another, 30, 40 pips here.
Yeah.
This is going to drop heavy. 57, 52.
Yeah, it could definitely drop.
I just don't have a stop, but this is going to be a heavy drop to support here. Come on. Personally, I want it to hold here right now. I do not want a closure below here. Well, I do, but then I'd want it to pull back and fake out. If we hold here right now, we might be able to get a top wick entry on the next hourly.
Yeah, that could be interesting. Depending on how high it is, you can take a look at stop loss of that 4 hour candle itself or hourly candle.
No, this is too wild. It's like 150, 200 pips.
Yeah, it's a lot. Doesn't look like much, but there's movement still.
Like this, it looks like a lot. It depends how you got your chart. Like this, it's like, oh, it's not that much.
Exactly. And you're like zooming in, you're like, wait, what? This is 150 pips.
Yeah, strange.
I mean, we used to do that back in the day, but now I like 60, 70 pips, something like that. That's decent.
Yeah, even then,
we try to still get.
Maybe I can get 40 here somewhere instead of 70.
I'm saying at the most,
Yeah, it seems to be like 70, 80 if I extend it. Like when I need to extend the stops.
Yeah.
Pretty much tapped the 4-hour target. Close there. I don't see the next 4 hour just driving straight up without grabbing bottom wicks. So here's what I will say.
I mean, it could pop up, I don't know, 100 pips here, and then could be interesting at that point for a nice sell.
Here's the deal. Yeah, I was looking for a possibility of a top wick sell here, but that would be really dangerous here. Based, if we close right here, and based on the price action at this area previously, the price didn't really drive down any further. Straight up, no bottom wick right there, straight up.
Yeah, I'm afraid this pushes up. I would not take a sell now because it could push 50 to 100 pips and then come back down. And then that would
Push 50 to 100 pips and continue up.
It can too as well. Yeah. For sure. If it rejects,
Don't really have a top.
could be a
in
nice
today's candle.
be a nice sell after that. Yeah. Hey, look at that. It dropped 20 pips. No FOMO, people. No FOMO.
It's gonna be in 3 minutes. We got the hourly closure, right? And then if we can spend the next half hour creating this range and not filling it, right? Creating the break of the range, but not filling the next one. We'll look to fill the next one with at NYSE Open. If we form a support, I don't know about this area. I would rather look for buys down here than over here because I don't think we've tapped target yet. I think target on this drive would be here. So if this forms a support in this area, 33, 52, 53 areas, I'll look for a top wick of on the next candle. But so far we're staying above 57 here. Maybe if the next 4 hour drops without a top wick and starts finding a support, then we can say, all right, it's going to come back up for that top wick, and we can start looking for entries on a smaller time frame at a support. For now, it's nothing but sells.
Yeah, Hank caught 170 pips since 7 a.m. till now.
God damn it, Hank.
Nice job, Hank. I'm sure Kenny's probably in a sell too. Kenny, you in a sell?
Me?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
the other
everybody's
Kenny.
Yeah.
yeah.
About 40 pips.
He had to look. He couldn't see
Oh,
through
man.
the smoke. He wasn't sure. Like, yep, in a sell here.
Joke.
Yep, about 42 pips, somewhere around there.
Legit. Nice.
He's like, I don't even know. It's foggy here. I ain't got fog lights right now. He wasn't sure. He had to confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all confirmed.
Yeah, bro. I feel you, bro. I'm the same way. I be on the highway sometimes dialing up the air traffic controller, telling him that I'm landing. I'm telling you, bro. I'm coming in hot right now. Like, who the fuck is this? Damn. Oh, Green in the
Nice.
building.
Seconds.
You're here early. I typically see you at around like 10.
Yeah, he's been here for a while. Yeah, I
Typically
think
don't
he's
see
been
a
here for
comment
like
from
20
him
minutes.
for a little while. All right, closure.
I was here before you. Yeah.
Close right at it. And the 4 hours coming down here with no top wick. See if we can get a tap of 52. Start forming a support here, and then we'll look for buys. Top mate right next to me.
Came that right away.
I wouldn't mind even if we get a no top wick closure, but that doesn't drive. We kind of hang out here, right? And we get that top wick at NYC open just to re-break close. That'll be lovely. Oh, scratch that idea. We got a top wick here. So there are no positions here. There are possible positions on the next 15. If this 15 comes down and closes as a gladiator candle, right? You see now that it's made a top wick. If it eventually in 15 minutes here closes like this, I will look for a top wick on the next 15 to do this. I think that's the only way I can take it at 9:15 here. Everything else will wait till 9:30. PMI 945. You are not wrong. Damn. You got PMI, new home sales 15 minutes after that, and then Fartbox News at 10:30.
I swear this wick is trying as hard as to hit my stop loss. They keep going up so close. I swear that felt like it was like a half a pip.
Ain't having
Before it
enough,
came.
it ain't having enough power. Oh, now it's re-breaking the
Not
lows.
moving it either. Not moving it. 10 toes down.
You keep talking shit to it, bro. It's gonna hear you.
That's all right. We got plenty more.
Anybody know about the 845 road folder? Man,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
straight up. Anyone remember taking the 1 minute closure re-break after news?
Hey, what day is it?
Not in Trump times. We haven't done that since November.
What day is it today at Wix?
What'd you say?
What day is it today? Waiting for that soundbite.
Yeah, I worked on that. Yeah, I worked on that.
Come on, like we practice, gang. Just
And you
like
don't
we
run out of
practice.
money.
I might need everyone to remember their lines.
Oh, here it come again. Here it
I
come
told
again.
you shouldn't have been talking shit to it. It's gonna hear you.
It
It was just re-breaking lows a second ago.
This motherfucker.
Bro, trust me, I've tried to threaten the market into running for me. The fucker calls the cops and then stands there like a fucking with an attitude. Like,
Oh, there you
you
go.
threatened me? It took you out.
You happy now. You going back down now. You happy?
Make sure signals are Bro, thank you for reminding me.
What
guys
you
are
talking about, Willis?
Fucking
Willis?
lifesavers.
Yeah.
Okay, now they are.
Yeah. Nate always reminded me. Yeah. Why are they disconnected though?
Because instead of telling you guys I'm testing them, I connect them to a different Discord server. And then when I place positions, it shows up there. So it's not that it's disconnected, it's connected to a different Discord channel. This way I don't have to go out testing and all, and then I take positions and people don't see the testing and then they give me DMs. Bro, I thought you were taking positions. What are you doing? Where did you get 140? I'm like, no, those are test positions. Read above. So instead of doing all that, I just test them into a closed Discord channel that no one has access to.
Is the bot coming along?
I'm trying to figure out how to get it to do. It's been a struggle. Like literally, it's so disappointing every day. It's like, oh, now it's working.
Like
now it's where it's fine, and then you try and it's like, nope. And then we also had somebody else in our channels that was kind of working on the bot. The guy that Caviar's bot. Coming up here, coming up. That's fine. All right. What I want to lock in on is these two levels. And what I would be expecting to see here I would expect a closure below this area, but a tap of this area to do something like this. And that will be our cue to look for sells on the break of the lows right here. Sell stops. We'll have initially, this will be the stops. Once we start leaving this area, I'm not going to go break even. I'm going to go stops to current candle. And as we're heading down here, I'll go break even. Okay. So that's the idea, but we need to get up there and we need to print bearish. Ideally the next 15. This way for 9:30, we could do this. Right. NYC open, break of the lows, held resistance. We should see the retest of the lows at that point with volume. So let's see if we can have price action line up with timing here. And or if timing can line up with price action, and the rest will be pretty simple. So this is the area we had struggled at, right? As we were coming down, it tested this area, came up, came back down, took Kenny out, right, and then came back down again. So, oh no, Kenny was down here, but this low, you see that wick? It came down previously before bringing it up to here. This is where you might, this whole thing is arranged. So as you come back up and tap it here, this is where you might see it come back down from this area. Right? If it's going to slingshot. If it's going to slingshot, it'll tap the center. If it's not, hopefully we'll get some closures. around here. See, it's coming up past that area, so it's not slingshotting. Kind of disregard it. People at the Zoom door? Oh yeah, we do. Quite a few. You are using, can you say? That's a toga question. On my way to Zoom? Bro, you should be on your way to a fucking PC store right now. Using what? Oh, it's a... What do you mean? It's an inside joke. Have you not been here that long? I'm pretty sure you've been here. But I look for sales 15 close with no top wick? No. If the 15 closed with no top wick, you're talking about like a money printer? No. This is a strong drive up. I'm sorry, wrong color. This is a strong drive up if we come up there and close with no top wicks. Motherfucker, what are you doing, bro? It's supposed to be green. There you go. So if we do this, right, like you're saying, I will wait for NYC open, which means I won't take the money printer coming down, but I will wait for it to do this and close. If it can come down, break the lows and close like this, then I'll look for the next candle. Break it lows. If the money printer prints and starts coming down, I won't take it unless we close below the range for NYC open. Then I'll look to take it, and it'll be current candle stops here. Top wick to come down. Check the mods Discord. Damn, I knew Sam would be at that #1 spot before the session's up. All right, 15 coming up close here. At those wicks we just mentioned. Interesting. Right, we mentioned this level right here. Look how it's kind of holding it right now. Funky. Funky monkey. I need a drink. Give me a second. I'm gonna go get some Georgian kefir. And I don't mean Atlanta, Georgia. 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 Benishvili brought me this. Don't get Nate started. Yeah, he's been trying to get to that #1 spot. $15 closing right there. Wow, right at that wick. Look how we called that level. Come on, top wick, and then bearish closure. Motherfucker. All right, so now that you made a bottom wick, flip bullish and drive up. Flip bullish and drive up. This is already not what we want on this 15. Yo, Joe, stop groozing me. Stop groozing me. Zoom door. Oh, Jeff waited for you. You guys coming in twos. Yeah, it's a new word, Joe. We got to add that to the English dictionary. They don't understand what groozing means. Still 26.7? No, we were at 26.8 like a second ago, but like we're in YouTube jail. We try to make a run for it. They don't caught us. Yeah, YouTube fucking Epsteined us. You said Georgia, and I figured this peach flavor with them Georgia peaches. No, this shit, it's just original flavor. So, like I said, wrong Georgia. This Georgia right here. More people at the Zoom door? Where the fuck you guys coming from? And why are you guys all late?
My bad, man. I'll be in Asian session.
That's why you late? Asian
Yeah,
session
always.
ended 12 hours ago. You
Not
could have
for
said
me,
the dog
2
ate
hours
my
ago.
homework. Damn. You could have said anything.
The dog ate my homework.
Asian session.
You could have said anything.
Oh, wait. Mute your YouTube because we hear echo.
Got you, yeah. Oh my god.
Y'all getting detention. Word. This whole class is out of order. It's messed up. Well, I'm glad that y'all are glad that you're here. Just bought a new Ferrari? What are you doing? You did not buy a new Ferrari, bro. It didn't happen.
Maybe it's new to him. Maybe it's new to him, but it's old. You never know.
You did, bro? No. Pictures or it didn't happen?
He did. Is it the one that you can hold in your hands, the mini model? What?
How are you going to say that?
I used to own one of those.
How am I going to believe you? You're just a random on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, oh, hi, beautiful.
Go on Discord and
you got to show me pictures. You got to be
us,
part of the
take a picture.
community for us to be involved and engaged with what's going on with you. I can't take your word
I
for
grew
it.
up, though.
Word. I can't take your word for something that's so unlikely. You know what I mean? But then even if you did, like, congrats. Who cares? I got a goldfish. Come here, pretty lady. Give me a
No
kiss.
way.
And then go. Yeah. No, what do you mean? London drove. What if I say I'm living in a $10 million mansion? No, I don't believe it. I don't believe you.
Let's say congratulations.
Bro, we're messing with you. Why are you so fucking offended when people on the internet don't believe you? I'm kidding. I like your name. That's all I know. I like it when you're here. I like it when you're here. If the Ferrari gets you here every morning, then I like the Ferrari too.
Yeah. He wrote 10 million. He didn't say what currency. So it might be pesos or Indian money. Bro, who knows, man? Might be like $1,000 in total, dollar-wise. You never know.
I'm joking around, bro, but get the Ferrari still. Oh, he's doubling down. He's doubling down on the Ferrari thing. Who's that guy talking in the background, whispering? Whispering? That was my daughter. Talking? That's Jay.
I'm the one whispering sweet nothings in his ear? Yes. Yes, correct.
You guys are cute. Awkward silence. You feel me? All right, maybe we set up here 7 minutes for NYC Open. For now, looks like trash. Look like shit. Silence isn't awkward to me. Oh yeah, I was just making a funny. That's 30 pip top wick. Personally, I just would rather not look for any buys here, just like yesterday, right? Buys were short-lived. Any ranges are big, so it didn't run up. But look at our higher time frames, how bearish we are. New higher low on the 5. I don't know, man. Looking like a lower low to me. Yesterday you told when there's volume, if the candle closed, no bottom wick could drive. Yeah. I'm just not going to bank my position on it. Some people do. Some people in here do. Carwin had a way of doing it. It's not just that simple. If there's volume, if it's a big candle but no wick, next one can still drive. That's just not like... Probably many other factors that go into it. Like checking the 5-minute range, checking if the 1 minute's printed in your direction. Checking if you closed outside a range or right at the level. Like right here. Do you trade negative RR? I just don't trade RR. Like, it's like, do you trade fibs? No, I don't trade fibs. Like, what fib levels do you trade, basically, right? And it's like, I don't trade fibs. That's not part of my equation, right? So that's basically it. What kind of RR do you trade? I just don't trade RR. That's not part of the equation. I trade the levels that are printed on the screen. Rolls Royce or Range Rover? No. Only the railroad. That's it. Bright line. Railroad, no crossing. Chat, by the way, if we get 100 likes today, I'll do a giveaway today. I said it was going to be Monday and Friday, but man. Wow, I feel good. So if we get 100 likes, maybe 150, we'll do another giveaway today. We did, how many we gave away? We gave away about 500 grand in account, 5 grand in accounts the last week and a half, so we'll give away another 100 grand this week. 125. Yeah, I think everyone from all the winners from last week got theirs. Yeah, we get 200 likes, we'll do a 50K giveaway instead of 25.
Nobody doing it like that, Wicks. I ain't even gonna lie.
Let's get 200 likes.
Yeah, right. Hit them likes, y'all.
What you got to do is go figure out how small is too small. Go comment. No, yeah, go comment. You got to comment. Go comment on my last reel from yesterday. Go comment on that reel and drop some likes here so we can give away. Yeah, if you can figure out how small is too small, you might be entered into the giveaway. He said how small is too small. Yeah, you guys got till 11 to get these likes up. Can we take the trade after the closing, like on the opening of the candle? If the candle closed no bottom wick, because there's high probability the candle will make a bottom wick. You can. I'm just not there yet, or I haven't seen a place where I would be willing to do that, where it would make sense for me to do that. We got 2 minutes here for NYC Open. Now, for NYC Open, somebody asked me if I will take the candle if we close with no top wick. If the 30 does it, not the 15 didn't do it, but if the 30 does it, depending on where it does it and what levels we tap, right? Because I said we want a tap of this area, but a closure below. If that's what happens here with no top wick, we close below 3364.6 with no top wick, strictly. And then we tap 3366, I will take the break of the lows on that candle for NYC Open. Even with news at 9:45. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, I think NYC Open will bring in the volume. It's up to us to play the price action game. So I think Pam Bondi confirmed yesterday, right, that Trump is in the Epstein files? That his name is mentioned in the files? What is in there? Things are starting to get really interesting.
Mr. China.
What was that?
I said not Mr. China.
Yeah. But she said he's not implicated in like anything criminal. He's just in the files. His name is mentioned.
Yeah.
But then, like, they were friends for a long time, so I could see that happening.
They all guilty. All the alphabets, all the letters in that file.
Yeah. A through Z?
I believe so.
Even the numbers. Oh, yeah, what we're watching is called political theater. That's what it's
Facts.
They call it. They call it that.
Facts. Yeah.
That's what I'm calling it. It's all just theater.
Mind you, they gotta tell you in your face too. They gotta display everything. Nah, they can't do it.
Yeah, NYC opening. I'm not looking for this buy. Yeah, PMI here, 945. Wait for 945 news. Well, the way we've opened up here, yeah, we respect at this level, but we've opened up bottom wick, and we can continue up here to 3370. I want to see a resistance form. I definitely do not want to see this 4-hour flip bullish. Well, I don't want it to close bullish. I'd like to continue the sells here on the next 4. Zelensky, biggest clown at the. Oh, I saw the law that they passed. Yeah, a lot of people are out against that. They passed a law that puts all the independent, what would they be called? I guess. Ombudsman or like investigators, right? All the corruption firms, like all the firms that are independently investigating corruption in the country. He stripped them of private status and made them government companies. So now he controls basically all the investigators into corruption are controlled now by the president's office. It's fucking wild. Just privatize the whole thing, right? Imagine just walking into your business. Nope, we own it now. But then again, I don't know. Maybe those were right. Those could be like what is that called? A diversion, right? Those could be just diversions. That's the word I'm looking for. Right? Those companies could be just diversions from the outside, right? By the enemy. How's it even legal to pass? They did it really quickly, I think, in like one quick vote in like the middle of the night. I don't know how's legal, what's legal. I'm just saying, like, there's been like big public outcry in Ukraine after he did that. Yeah, I don't get that. But that's neither here nor there. As long as it helps move the market, right? I'm good with it. Like, Orange Man moves the markets, news move the markets, right? Pentagon fires move the markets. So I'm fine with anything that moves the markets. Right? We're traders. We're not here to really care for the news. We're just here to thank the Lord that the news is there. I remember they hated Ukraine like only a few years ago for being the capital of Nazis. Now they love it. Who's they? Why don't you take cells, Uncle Wicks? I'm waiting on cells. I'm waiting for us
I was
to
gonna say, somebody just asked
get
you
a
why
resistance.
aren't you taking cells? But you explained as well. There's
That's pineapple.
Yeah, I see it.
That's pineapple. He wants cells right now just so we could get a pineapple.
Correct. Because you know it's gonna go up.
He's gonna go all out on the pineapple there. Yo, my charger's upstairs. Damn, that's a long way. I gotta go get that shit. Damn,
It's at 2%.
Yeah, I gotta do some stretching.
Send Benny
Gotta go
on a mission.
Kids. Send one of the kids, man.
Kids, no, el perrito.
El viejito.
El perrito que manda el perrito. The little dog. Big ass Benny. Benny,
No,
come
Joe.
back with the jump.
You wrote, I sound like a communist. But then you're writing that
No.
Ukraine is
What?
becoming communist? Yeah. Joe Fargo wrote, I sound communist. Or
No, he said that sounds, or right? Sounds pretty communist. Like the idea that happened.
Yeah, he said, my comment sounds pretty communistic. No, I said, because I said Zelensky, I wrote Zelensky is a thief and a moron. And then he wrote, sounds pretty communistic.
Yeah, I think that. I think he's the
I
fact
said,
that.
then I can only laugh at stupid comments like yours. No, I think he's a thief. I think he's an absolute moron. I don't know why he's still in power. He removed the elections. He's just controlling everything like a Netanyahu to not try to get put into prison.
Y'all
He's taking
actors.
billions of dollars and buying properties in the States. He, overnight, while he was, while Biden was still in power, became a citizen of the U.S. He's an American citizen now, Zelensky. I mean, what the hell? Bro, people have no idea what the hell's going on, and they just go with the propaganda. And I think Trump is a massive moron now to have been able to spend or send another, I don't know how many billions to Ukraine with weapons. That's a
But he
stupid
didn't, though.
But he's been pushed by the Zionists to do all this, and I just can't stand it. I hate what the hell
Trump put
they're
himself in
doing,
a
and
corner
they're
with
gonna
that
find another way to do it.
because he thought he was going to work it out with Putin, and when Putin, like, he's got to put pressure on Putin, and the only way to put pressure on Putin is like, all right, I'm gonna tell Ukraine to bomb your cities. That's why he said I'm taking off. He took off all the restrictions. He said they could fucking shoot into the into Moscow if they want.
I still think it's a mistake. Yeah, because
master.
apparently he said he's
It's
gonna
not
allow-
about it's not about mistake or not. It's just he's cornered himself. Like the art of the deal didn't work with Putin.
Putin's powerful. So if Putin doesn't get what he wants to recoup what he took in the first place, then he's not going to agree to anything and concede to anything.
I don't think he was going to agree to anything in the long run. Anyway, his goal is just to push the time because 3 years from now, Trump's gone. He's still going to be there.
Correct, but don't forget, they reneged on an actual deal that they had back in 2014. They said, okay, we have a signed document, and now we're not going to actually accept it. We're going to renege on it as if it never happened. And that's how they stole Crimea. So Putin said, you know what? Screw you all. You want to laugh and take my money and hurt me? All right, no problem. I've got the powerful people. I've got China. I've got North Korea. I've got a lot of big countries, and I'm a superpower with nuclear weapons. What are you going to do?
I got Rocket Man.
Yeah. That's the problem. That's the problem. Diplomacy is one thing, and trying to apply pressure by getting into a potential third world war goes against everything Trump said that he was going to not create any he's not going to be a wartime president, and now he's trying to do that. He's allowing these things to happen. He supported Israel to
I think to
bomb
avoid
Iran.
a much
so
worse
many problems,
situation
and we all
or a
know
bigger
where all
war,
that's coming
you have to show strength at some point, and you have to get involved militarily. And maybe not call it a war, maybe call it a military operation.
A little slap on the wrist.
You know,
A little salt in the wound.
It's a military
that's not going to change anything,
operation that's going to
Bro.
make sure that a full-on World War III doesn't break out.
Really, they're doing that when Iran hasn't done anything, right? However, they're not protecting all the Palestinians getting murdered and all.
Just let Muslims take over the world.
It
Well,
doesn't make
bro,
any sense.
honestly, at
Doesn't
the
make any
rate you guys
sense.
are giving birth, that's inevitable. By like 2050, the world's going to be Muslim.
Actually, by 2050, the world's going to be mostly African.
No, the Muslims are
There
giving
are no
birth.
babies being born right now.
¿Qué?
Muslims are giving
So
birth
first
at a
world
rate of
countries.
like 9 kids per family.
They are having more babies, true.
On average.
But I
So,
think
yeah,
most
if
of them
you-
are
if you
from
take that-
Africa anyways. They're the
I did the
only
numbers, bro.
continent.
I read a good research paper on that. If they did the numbers by the country on each race, right? And the numbers by like worldwide, and like at the birth rate, the current birth rate, the world will be mostly Muslim by 2050. Majority Muslim. Where like every country will be majority Muslim. I'm not saying anything wrong with any way. Like, you know, you can be all Christian, you can be all Muslim, all Jewish, whatever it is, man. I don't really care. I'm just saying that's where the birth rates are.
Yo, they talking about in the comments.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. They have a lot of babies, and unlike Jews, where the woman has to be Jewish for the kids to be immediately, so they are taking over, and they're having a lot of
And
babies.
the
And there's
Jews
nothing
were
bad
next
about
in
that,
line
because
in terms
having
of
babies
like
is what we're here
having
for.
kids. More got to do with
Yeah,
agenda.
most people are not even having more than one child, bro, and that's the problem. Right now, for the first time in history, there's a record boom of children being born in South Korea because they invested billions of dollars to help women have children, invest in infertility clinics, invest and pay women to actually have children. Literally, they're giving them cash to actually have babies, and it's the first time that the birth rate is going back up. But most of the countries worldwide, except for in Africa, in the continent of Africa, the birth rate is much lower than the death rate. And the aging population is getting much older and older, costs a lot of money to the government, and there's nobody as younger people to pay for those with taxes because nobody wants to work. Everybody wants to be independent blogger or trader or whatever the hell it is, but not providing anything to the economy. They don't actually want to do the jobs that they're supposed to do. So what are they doing now? They're paying people and creating visas for all the people from Africa to go and work in those countries. Italy has 500,000 visas that they have set up from 2026 to 2028 to invite all these people to go work there, because nobody wants to work those dirty jobs, cleaning the streets and all that stuff. Same thing with other countries, 100,000 visas here, 100,000 visas. They're trying to not make it illegal anymore as an entry. They're trying to give the visas right now to all these people because nobody wants to work. And there aren't enough people to do that because people are not having children anymore, right? You got to thank a lot of reasons for that, but mainly obviously feminism, right? So independent boss, girl, blah, 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 don't want to have kids. Yeah, don't want to have kids, want to have your career. Problem is, what's the point of being on Earth if you're not going to reproduce, right? Who are you passing these things on to?
Well, actually,
So
I would argue that the point would be to survive. So,
survive for what? There's no point.
Honestly, I'd rather survive than reproduce, but I think once I survive, I'm going to want to reproduce, right? So I think survival goes above reproduction.
But yeah, but once we're not in a world where we have to actually even look at surviving, right? We don't live in third world countries where it's so difficult, where there are wars. We are very privileged being in first world countries, right? So it's about reproducing. And that's what the goal is. You want to instill in the children that you're going to have how to have a better world and become better people over time. And we're supposed to help each other out and not destroy each other. But that's unfortunately not what's happening. You know, that's why I want to have 4 to 5 kids at least. You know, one child is not enough. And I see a lot of them just walking around with one kid. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
We got PMIing, so let's look at it. We call it 3370. Remember we said it, that technically target is up here. Fuck, hold on a second. I got a phone call coming in. Go, it's news anyway. News is pulling up here. Give me a second. Yeah, sorry, gang. Phone call. How did the news drop? Oh, mixed bag. Mixed bag of news. Maybe we'll whipsaw. Maybe a top wick here to come back down. I don't know. It already did whipsaw. It came down, coming back up. I think after this, it's price action all the way. Things should get a little simpler. The key will be how this 4-hour closes here, because remember I said we didn't want it to flip bullish. Well, it flipped bullish. It drove up already. It created a top wick. Can it reflip bearish and close bearish back below the range here so we can look for some sells of a top wick on the next candle? If not, if we hold this bullish candle still below the most recent level, unless we close above it, it's going to be a little tough to look for some immediate buys. So yeah, personally, I would like to see this 5 come back down. As it's heading down here, I would like to come back down in range. If we can't, then we're going to look for closures above this area, which would be a range 2 breakout, right? Range 1, range 2. Anything above here is a range 2 breakout. And if we get that bottom wick and a closure above here, I will look for positions to take this up to the highs, depending on how that next candle prints. Ideally, this is what the hourly will look like, and the 4-hour, even though we might get some play here at this area, right? I would say this is minor, but we might still form a minor resistance there, and then break those highs. As we start breaking those highs, I'll look for buys above here. So we could look for a range 2 breakout, but we're gonna have to close above there. Actually, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to close above there. But we got a payout from. So I had 2 accounts in payout. I got one, and one I blew. It was already in payout. I don't know why I traded it in the last week. It was in the payout state. We hit 100 likes. Yeah, we're gonna do a giveaway. We'll definitely do a giveaway. 100%.
50 more likes, y'all. 300 in here.
Yeah, now all you got to do is go comment on the last Instagram reel to be entered. Capiche? So go enter now. Go enter while we wait. All right, we're gonna wait. We're gonna see this 4-hour candle through, regardless. Four-hour close in 5 minutes. That's right. Why don't you take pineapples? You're assuming. You know where I'm going with this? Let's see how we close. 4 minutes. Name is Pineapple. Is Balaki here? Balaki?
If one of y'all says some silly ass name, this whole class is gonna feel my wrath.
You're wearing a balaclava now? Do not walk into a bank. Do not be walking into a bank with a fucking balaclava. Where?
AA Ron, where are you? Where is AA Ron right now? No AA Ron, huh? Well, you better be sick, dead, or mute, AA Ron.
D Nice? Is D Nice here?
Oh, here we go. It's coming down, man. I'm liking this.
Is that your ringtone?
Yeah, I've got different notifications, emails, and stuff.
That's cute.
Oh, thank you. I've got 5 phones, so you'll hear a few.
You got 5 phones?
Yes.
Bro, what in the cartel are you doing?
Yeah, I'm looking at taking sell. Did it break the low on the one? It broke it. I'm gonna take a sell now. I'm going into a sell.
Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Alright, bro's like Epstein. Everything you hear is just a cover for the psyop. Yeah, Jay, just one. Just one.
Yesterday we were watching a
Huh?
Minecraft movie with Josie.
You were watching a Minecraft movie with Josie?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Now you can do that.
But inside her house.
Okay.
And we also bring some snacks, and we also mentally down there.
Okay, that's awesome. As long as you have fun.
We did.
Good.
We liked the movie.
Alright.
But it didn't,
You didn't what?
we didn't finish it.
You didn't finish it? You'll finish it today.
Yeah, because it's going to be a long day.
Yep. Go ahead. It's going to be a long day.
Could we have a long day until night?
Can we have a long day until night?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be the definition of the day, yeah. Until night. That would be the day.
I won't even be hungry.
You won't even be hungry? No, we're going to eat today.
I just ate.
You just ate? Alright. I know you just ate. Alright, close the door, honey. You're going to blow our cover. You're giving away our position. Alright, 4-hour closed bullish. Closed bullish kind of like right at this level. Respecting it. Adjust this. Yeah, very indecisive candle here on the last 15. I got no positions here. We're either going to have to close on a 15 or a 30 with a strong rejection at this area or drive through here. I don't really want anything in here. This is a rejection area for the market. There's chop here. We've come down from here. We've wicked into there. This is what market can reject. But if we get a nice strong bearish closure here, I would look for a retest of the lows. What do we know? The market makes a low, finds a resistance, fills the range, right? So if we can get that bearish closure here, break of the lows, I would look to fill the range down. This is clean. And then it would make sense once you start filling the range. If the market does want to come up and doesn't want to head down, all right, then we're just, that break of the lows will be forming the bottom wick for the current 4-hour candle to grab orders to then eventually, right, if it wants to come back up, it has now retested the lows, so you don't have to worry about it, right? You get that out of the way, and as you start pulling up, then you can start looking for buys. Or that's when I would start looking for buys. Until then, I would want buys above here. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Jay always in a sell. And always in a buy. Figured you out. Yeah, I'm skeptical of any push up here. Or immediate push up. Excuse me. Chat, you guys saw me roll this J, right? Where the fuck did it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's what happened. It's raining outside. That's why my arm is hurting. Every time it rains, my arm just gets tight. All good though. Well, what are indices doing right now? Oh, wait, Jay can't look. Jay's in position.
Yeah, Dow Jones is pushing up and NASDAQ is just stagnant. But I've been in a sell right now. I'm at BE and I was in drawdown like 22 pips, but I'm at BE. It just
came back down.
Yeah, I'm at 3366.77 on spot. Right now I'm in drawdown of 8 pips or something. But it came back to BE, but it's creating the top wick. I'm expecting it to push back down. And I could take a pineapple at 50 pips or so, but I'm expecting it to come back down. The question is, will I see a push down? And if yes, it might reject at where it earlier did 30 pips below where my entry is.
Spot is looking a little bit different.
Yeah, I'm not looking at futures. I'm just looking at spot right now.
Not much different.
Should come down 33.60.
I'm looking at 33.63, but I'm going to keep
about there.
There. Yeah, and then I've got 33.59.55 as my full TP. But I might let it run, so I'm just looking at it. I'm seeing this really, really nicely as a push down. I'm in profit now.
Anyways, let me concentrate.
Yeah, I just the way that closed, and I've tried to mess around with that level. Like I kind of looked around through the time frames, and it's like that I can't pull it up here. There's nothing up here, which means we closed above, and then the next candle, look at this 15, respected that, so still above support here. It's the only thing that kind of iffy for me. Unless we close below here, this is gonna rip up.
Yeah, these are definitely time in moves.
Timed in, priced in.
Yeah, having time in, going there for a while. You're gonna tell the audience, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of your A probabilities, one of your for sure setups.
Yeah, well, it's gonna have to freaking close. I'm not taking any buys in this range. We're gonna have to get a strong closure. It's gonna be a late position like yesterday. What time did we get entry yesterday? It was closer to 11 already.
It was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth the wait. I see barking. Benny, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's raining. Come inside. Hey, what are you doing? Come inside. No, don't fucking run away from me. Come back. What an asshole. I'm not chasing you in the rain. Fuck you. You can play this game on your own. What an ass. Want to get that new Samsung, but only if you can trade on it. You just need a bigger screen, huh? I didn't like it because like I went to the store, I saw it, and like honestly, you see the crease on it. You see, like when it unfolds, you still see that little line. It's there. Barely, but
You don't see it anymore. It doesn't even appear, but on the 7, you barely see anything. It's not even there. I have the 5, I have the 3, and I have the 5, and
wow, I was just
they
in the
are
store.
like tablets.
You can see it like when it unfolds, like you could there's a slight crease.
Barely,
Yeah,
but you don't even notice it when you watch a
pisses me
video or
off.
anything. When you trade, you don't see anything. No, you won't even notice it when you trade. I'm doing that right now with both of them, and I'm trading on one of them. It's like a tablet, so I can look at all positions as if I'm on a laptop, and I don't have to go back and forth and everything. I can see the trade while I'm looking at taking my position, and everything at the same time. So yes, I'm still in sales. I'm looking at getting a pineapple soon, Alex.
Yo, Turpy, just get the phone. Get a flip phone. Get a laptop. Get yourself a flip phone. Stream off that shit.
Yeah, no, the Z Fold 7 is really beautiful though. Sleek. It's bigger than the 5, bigger than the 3 that I have. I'm looking at getting it. It's on sale right now. I think 2,100. Well, that's euros. I think it's 2,300.
Yeah, but how thick is it?
Like that. Really worth it. It's not.
Not girthy at all.
It's thinner than all of the actual phones that they ever made before. And I was like, damn, it's so thin and it's so light. It's insane. I compared it with my phone. I was like, it's bigger, but thinner. Like the screen is larger, but the phone is thinner. And I was like, damn, and it's lighter. The phone I have, the 3 is heavy. The 5 is lighter than the 3. But the 7, bro, it looks gorgeous and sexy. Go to the store and check it out. Yeah, I'm not an S23. I need something that folds. Or if you want to get something cheaper, go get the the damn, what is it called? Open. Fuck, I forgot what it was called. There's another one, a Chinese version of a fold. Anyways, concentrating on my trade.
I like my button. Yeah, I like the buttons. I like it when the phones have like a dedicated home and back button. That's what pisses me off on the iPhone. Like, there's a back button in the apps, but like every app got it in a different place. Might get the S26. I got the S25.
It's called the OnePlus Open.
Oh, the OnePlus. Yeah. I've seen that.
Less expensive version. Yeah, it's like $1,500 or something. It's really worth it. It's nice, but I already have the Samsungs. I already have everything. It's just sticking with them is nice. But the OnePlus is still nice too. Camera's insane. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a pineapple at like 72 or 73.
What's your stop?
Eyes there. No, I don't have one yet.
I don't know, man. Yeah. Remember a second ago I said, I don't know, that 15 closed above and the next one had a chance to come down. It's still kind of closed above. This is going to rip up. Oh, it's doing just that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind this ripping up because I don't want to trade this range. So I don't mind this ripping up. So we've established the fact that this whole area is a rejection area, possible rejection area. So if we can rip through it and get a closure outside it, it'd be a lot better. Still no bottom wick, yeah. You'd want it to hold this low, previous wick, ideally. One thing I know for sure is I need two phones. One ain't enough. I feel like one is too much sometimes. I just want to toss the motherfucker and just go off the grid for a little while. Yo, when everyone calls me back, nah, sometimes it's just like, I don't want to see anything. I just want to hear nature and be at peace. Ain't no peace on the internet. There's a trip you can take in the Grand Canyon for like 3 days, no service, just raft down the canyon. Nah, I think I'm gonna struggle with my running water and bathrooms and toilets that flush. I think I'll stick to that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to thug it out with this internet and having a connection for 3 days, but I gotta stick to the toilets. That's why I'm not big on camp. Like, I like camping, but like, I want to come back home at nighttime, in the evening. I need a shower. I need running water. Got a shit in a box, but the view's worth it? Yeah, it's not worth it. Thousands of years of evolution just so I could go back to shitting outside? No, I'm good. Damn near bought a Starling. Wild. All right. Decisions. Yeah, decision-making time. So, a lot's gonna depend. Well, our positions are gonna depend on what this candle does and what the next one does, and their relationship. The relationship of these two candles. The one printing right now and the one that's gonna open after this one on the 15th. We corrected that entire push-up. Daily doesn't have a top wick here, which means we could come up to resistance, which would be 09, 3409 on the dailies. Starts flipping. Yeah, above 78.3. I'm gonna need a range to form here because we're just ripping up. Now, if we were, just for argument's sake, let's say we do this, right? No entries anywhere there. And then we do this, right? Then I'm not looking for a range to form. It would be current candle stops here. Wherever that wick will be here, this would be the stop. But as we're pushing right now and we haven't had that pull back and a closure back up above, the range hasn't formed here yet. Whoa. I'm gonna need it to form, so ideally maybe a closure above the range, a hold, or a resistance formed to hold support here. I'm sorry, resistance formed so we could drive off support here. As we break highs, we'll look for entries. Why are you whining, bro? You're a dog. Stop whining. Oh. Sitting here farting up a storm. We got fart box news, so Benny's in the mood. Sitting there. Eric Mutuku. Hey, we got 100 likes. We might have an African win today. Maybe if Benny farts, gold will dump by the sheer force of it and Jay will be in profits. No, if Benny farts, there will be no more birds in my neighborhood and the flowers will turn yellow. That's what happens when Benny farts. When the giveaway, we'll run it at around 11. We'll do it around 11. Bring it home. It's time for a Caribbean winner. All right. We need Captain Jack Sparrow to win today. Yeah, go comment on yesterday's Instagram reel to be entered into today's giveaway. Chat, we got 200 likes. We're going to do a 50K giveaway instead of 25. I'm just saying. he not from the Caribbean. He just came to that. That's where he hid all the rum. Oh shit! Put that mic in your mouth, bro, so we can hear you. Okay. Can you hear me now? I love it when you do the Trump gestures with your hands. We make the best gestures. We are in it to gesture. I don't know. China, they have small hands. They can't gesture like us. They can't. The stream was on speaker. My neighbors came on. Do you know how America be defined in single word according to Joe Biden? Yeah. That boy can't speak. No, that's what it is. That's how he defined it. That's actually from a speech. Actually, I think on my closed captioning, it said inaudible. Like, even the closed captioning was like, what the fuck did he just say? It wrote the word inaudible. It's all question marks, yeah. Whoever's controlling him backstage is over there like with a fucking remote control. Work the hands, bitch! Work the hands! Walk! Walk! How you climb stairs on this bitch? Is there a jump button? Yeah. Whoever's pulling the strings, man. Press R1 for a deal with China. Close that resistance here. Gravity stage a coup against Biden. Yeah, common sense. Some weight involved here. This is a heavy push up. I don't really want to take any sells here. Plus the 4 hour did close bullish, right? I know we don't really have a bottom wick, but we're driving up off of support. 4 hours closed bullish. We haven't pulled back yet, right? So if we can pull back and then still close above, I'll look for positions. I got you, Benny. Go. Come in. All right, so while we're waiting for price to actually show its hand, let me ask you guys something. What do you think is harder for you, waiting for the trade or managing it once you're in? Be real. When I just started trading, honestly, for me, it was always the hardest part was waiting, right? I used to think being active meant being profitable, right? But like we all learned the hard way. Impulse is expensive, right? Now I kind of see like waiting as our edge, right? Waiting is the trade. And then, you know, the second the setup appears, your work should already be done. The hard part shouldn't be the clicking buy or sell. It's the discipline to wait until the chart begs you to click it, right? Let me know in the chat. Let's get some combo going. What process kills you the most? Yeah, entry timing or risk sizing or holding winners too long, cutting too soon. Like, waiting, right? Waiting. Letting the trade run. There's a good one. Waiting for sure. This because waiting is the trade, right? Like that's what we have to do. Like I always thought, you know, as long as I get an entry, man, it runs to my position, I'll close it. I'll figure out how to manage it, right? Let me just get in. And then you're like, nah, I gotta wait. If only I waited one more candle. How many times have you said that to yourself? If I just waited another candle, if I waited just for a closure of this candle, if I just waited for it to open. Man, if I just waited a minute, I would have seen where it's going, and it would have been more obvious than what I did. So this is part of the strategy. This is part of the edge of being profitable. It's the actual patience, the actual waiting. Right, at the end of every plan or in the beginning of every plan, it should say in fucking big bold letters, right? But I will wait for all of this to happen, for everything that I've written down in this plan to happen. My heart doesn't pound waiting, it pounds when managing. That's a good point too. That is a good point. What stresses you out more? Well, yeah. Sitting waiting or actually being in a position. It's a good point. Your heart pounds more. So we're breaking up here, but will we close? Another 8 minutes here. And once we close, we're going to need some pullbacks. We're going to need a range to be created. Or some chop I guess you could say to be created, not necessarily a range, something that lets us know if this level 3378 is being respected as a support or a resistance. What will this level be here, 3378? Support or resistance? Because if we can hold it as support and then start breaking the highs, we will look for that. What do you do when you recognize new setup? I've been seeing it one for a while. I take screenshots of it on every time frame, then I take screenshots of it after it plays out on every time frame, and then eventually I see it again. I go back to the screenshots to see how it played out, and right, like for example, I have screenshots. Like, let me show you. Like from yesterday. Okay, so see, this is a screenshot I took from yesterday. And this is a 4 hour, and then I took that same screenshot right here on the 30-minute. And then I took the same screenshot on the 15-minute. And when I see price play out like this again, I'll go back to the screenshot and see what the targets were, where, you know, where the levels were. And I slowly start introducing. Maybe I'll paper trade it a few times. I'll look at it. I'll say, all right, this is where position should be. And then I'll paper trade a few times. And then after maybe a few months, I'll start taking the position at a smaller lot if it's something new. That's just kind of what I do. I'm following you for a year and a half, and I just want to say your waiting trades have 90% success rate, and the trades you take from bottom wicks, so you take the trades which you see just 2 minutes, they have 50% rate. All right. So I guess somebody's been doing the numbers on that, or letting us know. Somebody's been paying attention. Paying attention. Oh shit. What's good, Nick? What's the deal? Got an apricot. You guys done already? You called it a stream? Oh, you already took dubs? Nice. $9.30. Yeah. Scary. Yeah, when it was 9 o'clock, I was hoping we tapped this area before getting buys, right? So if we were to wick down into there and come up, 9:30 would have been low. But we just held this area. Also, I had my resistance then drawn out a bit differently. So it wasn't much room. Right, break of the highs here was 30 pips. It worked. Good shit. Four-hour top target. The 4 hour. I had this as target right here at 33.53. Yeah, if we this would have been target. Then I could have taken buys. Well, that's how I had it, right? But if you look at the 4 hour, yeah, the 4 hour closed there. Bang. Yeah, good read. Very good read. Very good read. Yeah, valid. Yeah, you reached target, 930 volume coming in. Yeah, I didn't read it like that, but that's a good read. Yeah, simple trade there. Yeah, if you got that read off the 4 hour, then for 930 you can look for buys. You're still in position, Jay? I thought you got out at break even. You said you were break even.
Yeah, I was at break even a long time ago, but that was my original entry, and it had just created a top wick. It was down 22 pips, but then it kept going up and up. Obviously, it's creating structure going up, which is not good. So I just took my second pineapple at 33.77. So my break even is 33.72. And I'm gonna see if I'm gonna close this a little earlier, but
Stuff is just riding up here.
I know. There's no bottom wick on the 35 closed interesting. It just keeps pushing up, but it's one of those positions. I mean, I wish I'd have taken the buys obviously at 9:30. I wasn't concentrating at the time. And
yeah, if you were in buys here, you have no need to look for positions here.
Yeah, no, I mean,
but outside of that, there was just nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah, it's up 160. It's up 210 pips since NYSE open. I mean, there's no bottom wick on the 1 hour on spot. Assumed the bottom wick would be created, but we'll see. I think it might be my last pineapple.
Got a lot of range up. 30 seconds here for the 15 to close. All right. We've closed at resistance on the previous 30. And we don't have a bottom wick. The 15 though is going to close above. Meaning if we can get that bottom wick and then break highs, right? I mean break that low of the previous 15, which would give the 30 a bottom wick, which would attempt, right? This would attempt to come down. Price would attempt to come down, flip the 30. The 30 would attempt to close bearish. And if it fails, and then we reflip and start breaking highs, I will look for buys to the top of the range. We need to break these lows. We need to break that previous 15 low, create a bottom wick for the 30, and attempt to come down. And if it fails, oh, look, put the rebreak at a highs. But for now, there's more waiting. There's some waiting. If this flips and starts closing bearish, this is a heavy drive up. I'm gonna need another confirmation. It won't be the next candle to just top wick and come down. Is it too late to get in a buy? Well, it depends what you're looking for. Yeah. Excuse me. If you're looking for buys, for more buys, right? I think the drive up already happened. You need to establish new levels. Not even establish it. We have levels. We need to now show that we're respecting the new levels that we're closing above. Closed above 33.78. Now let's get that attempt to come down, to drive down back in range, and let's see if it fails or succeeds. This chop sucks here to the left. streams. $15 bottom wick or 30 top wick? Could be both. As in, we can flip here on the 30 and then we can flip on the 15. More people at the Zoom door. Come on in, give me a quick second. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. A sec. I'll be quick. Where's Green at? He's here. He's putting in overtime. Wow. Bounce right off support here. Interesting. I don't know if I like this level. I like this level more. I don't want to buy into this. I want a closure above that. That's so tough. $78. 83. Okay, so we spent the first half of this 15-minute candle creating this bottom wick. Right, if we can spend the next half breaking highs, that would be amazing. But remember, there's 8 minutes here for this hourly closure. Did it break the lows? I don't think it ever flipped it. Never flipped a 30. But it did attempt to come back down in range here. It's 19 pips here. Later, Nick. Lurking. Creeping. Later, bro. Have a great day. Yeah, I think we're gonna wait on this. 6 minutes here for this hourly. Slow bulls, man. I guess slow bulls. But man, that's delicious. It's been catch a reversal type of week. Because that's the only things that have set up price action with, just reversals. Wow. 7 a.m. was lovely here. You gonna push with 5 minutes to go? What are we gonna do here? Who's still holding sells? I don't know. Yeah, we'll also do a giveaway here in the next probably 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Okay. Let's see. The next 1 hour needs a bottom wick. If the 30 closes bare here and it has a bottom wick and we get a top wick on the next one and we're holding this resistance after tapping the highs of the previous range and coming back down into range, I think we can look for a sell here to create the next hourly bottom wick on the break of these lows, as long as we close respecting this level. Let's see. 2.5 minutes. Similar idea. I mean, yeah, if we, I said if we close with no top wick, I'd wait for this to flip and close. Well, close at this area with a top wick, so Just same type of play, just the previous closure. Top wick or no top wick. But this has to close bearish. We got 2 minutes here, and we can't have this drive through the whole range down here. Need a closure. And I'm not going to need a massive top wick on the next candle. I don't need a steep top wick because we just grabbed one here. Right, and we're closing back in range. But I'm going to need one if we do close below. Let's see if I can roll one before 11. I created this bottom wick so late now into the candle. I'm gonna put both these levels here because I keep moving them. 15 and a 30. Come on, drop down. The 15 looking like it faked out. It's the 30 that's holding bullish above. God, that's a tough closure. I'll tell you what, if this is going to create a bottom wick and then re-break highs, I'll have a sell stop on a break of the lows here.
Bro, I closed that BE, man. I can't believe it. With both pineapples on that previous drop before the 30 flip, and it just dropped. I had my BE set for TP, and I just closed that BE, man, with 2 pineapples. But I might get back into a sell now that you're talking about it as well. But I think I have to go to the market and get some food.
Yeah, I'd rather personally look for buys here.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
the hourly closing bullish, and then above this most recent level as the gladiator candle.
Yeah. I'm just playing some music right now. I don't want you to get demonetized. So,
but this 15 is faked out here.
W. Yeah, it was definitely Toga.
Okay, yeah. If this can re-break highs, I'll set a sell stop, but I can't. Not with this.
Yeah, I'd be in profit right now if I hadn't closed that BE, but I don't care. Bro, I have to be in drawdown of 130 pips. I'm good. I'm good.
Stop here. 51. Yeah, I can't take that with that 30 closing above. Yeah, the way that 15 faked out, but the 30 closed above, I'd rather get a bottom wick and come up here. But there's a chance this drives, right? Based on the 15 faking out. Or are we creating a bottom wick for this hourly and that's it? Yeah, so if this comes up and is able to break highs, I'll set a sell stop here.
All right, Wix. I'm gonna say goodbye to everybody. I'm gonna call it a day. Gotta go to the market.
After that roller coaster, hell yeah.
Yeah, man, bro. I was sweating balls. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for rooting for me. Appreciate that. And I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Thank you, Wix. Thank you, everyone.
Sir. See you tomorrow.
Have a great day.
Okay.
See ya. Bye bye.
Take it easy, Jay.
Giveaway today? Did we get 200 likes? Are we at 200 likes? Yeah.
I see like 146.
Oh yeah, I see 145.
Let me see. Let me refresh. I left.
We'll
I'm over here on my backups and shit.
We'll be here for another half hour, probably 11:30. London close, I'll call it. Kenny, that house in the gram looks sick as fuck. Sam talking to you.
Okay, 151.
That's a good question. We don't use session highs or lows as confluences. Really, like, can be a level, but we don't look for Asian levels to be swept to continuation. It's I just look at the most recent levels and the 4-hour closures, the hourly closures, and try to get the 15, 30s, and the 5s to align. More of the 15 and the 30s. There it goes. Did it re-break the higher? No. Got close. Right, we always say we want the smaller time frame and the higher time fall in line, but the higher time frame's closing bullish here, right? Closed bullish. The previous 4-hour closed bullish. We broke the previous 4-hour highs. And the 30 closed above the most recent range, bullish. So even though the 15 closed bearish and faked out here, I'd rather get a bottom wick and get a closure back up above. Right, above this area, above 33.78 to continue on our merry way. This would be like a 15 fake out, right? We close down and close back up above the range to fake out, continue up. And it would fall in line with the 30, the hourly, and the 4-hour breaking highs. We'll be streaming late though tonight. Yeah, I won't be there tonight. Not probably. I won't be there for Asian tonight. I won't be home tonight. Holding resistance here. Yeah, I'm going to trade a little later for New York session, but there won't be an Asian session. Well, for me, there won't be. Is it too late to apologize? No, but you can be early sometimes. I know you're referencing a song. I get it. Broke the highs. Now, let's see if this candle closes above 33.78 or below. If this 15 closes below 33.78, I will attempt to break the lows. Excuse me. Hourly's flip. 30's flip. Low volume. I think this is the last bit of volume before London closes, and then I think lunchtime for NY, and then volume comes back around 1:30, 2 p.m. You gotta send us some BIM gear. Yo. Kenny got a model right here. We're gonna create a little shelf behind me. I have all the gear. Did I win? No. But did you die? So stop complaining. Oh wow, look at that 5 close. Are we waiting for the flip here? Or are you talking about the 1 hour or the 5 minute? A bearish 5 minute flip or the bullish 1 hour flip? Still stop here. No, I'm like I said, I'd rather this come up. But if we do come down, it won't be an entry for me on this candle. It'll have to close. Right? Unless the 5 decides to do it to you. Yeah, the 5 doing it to you. It flipped, created that bottom wick, and came right back up. What time am I ending? Probably at 11:30. We got to do the giveaway. So, you know, it's 3 minutes here for the 15. Let's wait for this 15 to close. Let's do the giveaway. And then we'll see how the 30 goes. Face any psychological differences while trading big funds or small funds? Yes. That's why it's a lot easier to grow, because that's how I started. I started big funds, went to small funds, back to big funds. Because I lost when I started. And yeah, and then you realize you need to have mechanisms in place that are going to be able to let you keep the large funds. And as you're learning, you don't have those in place yet. You haven't worked it out. But as you grow into it, they're in place, and then you get to keep your funds. When you enter the giveaway, well, you're gonna have to go drop a comment on yesterday's Instagram reel, on my last reel, on my Instagram. Drop a comment, and then we need to get to 200 likes to get a 50K giveaway instead of a 25K. How many likes are we at? 158. So we need 40 more likes, 42 more likes, and we'll do a 50K giveaway. And don't bot this shit. There's 200 people in here. Two 225Ks? No. I'll do 150K, not 225Ks. Give me 1 second, chat. $200 likes. You guys want to wait to try to get 200 likes? Up to you. No bottom weight closure here on the 15.
Looking like 30 likes, 35 likes. Something like, come on, y'all.
Can I be a mod, please? You might see me. I'm following you from last 1.5 years daily, attending your live stream and asking questions. I want to be very disciplined. The mods vote on the mods. I have nothing to do with it. I don't decide the mods. To be part of the mods, they have to vote you in. That's literally how it works. Someone has to have standing in order to bring your name up in the mod channel, right? And if the person that brings your name up has standing, then their suggestion gets voted on, right? But first, somebody with standing has to suggest you. Can I be mod? Asking to mods. Well, that would have been 7 pips. Hey, yo, mods, who wants $5? I think I bought the wrench for 50 at one point. Tom's in the running. Hey, I gotta see the money first. I need to see the money first, bro. We need to collect some funds here.
American Express got a hitman looking for me.
It's do I get paid? It's a mod, not This ain't New York City.
You get a piece, we get a piece. Capiche?
We don't pay people. We just give out stimulus checks. You get a stimmy check. If we get a position today. You're going in the pool? And you brought a baby? All the toys are right there. I gathered them, put them up there. In the deep end? Go check. Sam, walk normally, please.
It wasn't down. It got slow. It was on the side.
Well, I don't know what toy you had. You got to go look. I only know the toys my kids have. So if you left a toy here in our pool, you got to go. Walk normally, please. Walk normally. I don't know, girls. Go look. Jeez, I got the entire fucking neighborhood here. Both the neighbors' kids are here at the pool. My kids just went outside at like 8 a.m. and then like invited everybody to our pool. This is crazy. Any dental coverage for mods? Yeah, we have the George Washington procedure. Get a wooden tooth and $1. So the hourly's gonna flip here, huh? If we were looking at the 30 here and closed above. 15 has no top wick. Alright. Let's see if this can close here. How much time we got left? 15? 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. I hate this. I really don't like this area here. Shane Gillis bit on George Washington is hilarious. I haven't heard it. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I'm not sure who that is. Shane Gillis. A buy to 380 is honestly not bad. That's what I was looking at. Because if we keep that level, I just don't like the fact that we faked out on the smaller time frame, and that there's this clear difference between the 30 and the 15 in terms of levels. But on the higher time frame, you are above, right? Have we reached the target here on the 4 hour? Yeah, pretty much. It's just, you know, when it's like, at times like this, when it's arbitrary, I usually stay out. But this hourly is looking good. It's 3 minutes for this 30.
Papa, where's my bathing suit?
What do you mean, where's your bathing suit?
Where's my bathing suit?
Is it my bathing suit?
Where is it, Papa?
Are you asking me where your bathing suit is? It's probably outside. If it's not outside, then... I don't know. Oh, you left it somewhere. Where did you change yesterday? You went upstairs. Yeah, I couldn't find it yesterday either, actually. I found your towel, but I couldn't find your bathing suit. What's the stops here? 47. See a pump? Two minutes. 2 minutes. Pump now. Let's see. Yeah, it could pump. I'd rather wait for this closure. This hourly looks so lovely. What did the 5 do? 80 seconds. What kind of noise is that, Benny? You're a dog. Alright, 50 seconds here for the scanner to close. This is going to be a 30 closure. Man, this whole little area right here just sucks. 78 to 77. Yeah, I'm gonna want another bottom wick here. And the 15 held for now. I don't like any of this. It's just not clear to me. Levels on levels, I don't like this. Yeah, levels on levels. You have a 15 and a 30, and one of them's lying. My guess would be the 15, but now we've opened up, you know, the 15 closed bullish, still respecting this area, and if we're going to come up here, it's got no bottom wick here. And personally, I would want one. It's also kind of closed like a leg candle. Let's do the giveaway. Let's run the giveaway. Let's see, maybe we get a closure back below here. Nice bearish closure, and then we'll look for sells. Or now that we've made a top wick, we can attempt to come down, fail, and then we can look for breaks of highs. All right, hold on a second. If it breaks highs now, it's just, but if it decides to come down here, Benny, you're a dog. Stop it. Fine, you're gonna have the goggles. Here, your goggles. What? Can that skirt get wet? It's wet. You're in the pool. Well, look at it. It's all wet. Here. Yeah, it's wet. Here. Yeah, but it's I get it, but it's something you wear as a cover up, not as actually jumping in the pool. How much of a bottom wick do you usually look for a flip? I'm not it wasn't about the flip. I really think we're holding resistance here. I was just looking for the price to attempt to come back down here, and if we start re-breaking highs, I'm looking at the hourly re-breaking a high. This, just the way this printed sucks. You don't always get this, but it makes these levels very arbitrary. Right, and if we flip here, it's also like the 15, right? It closed bullish. We're breaking the highs, breaking out of that range, breaking above the 30. Most recent 30 levels, so we're holding it. You see how these candles keep closing above it, but then again, they keep closing below the 15. And the hourly's technically got this bottom wick, right? As it starts re-breaking highs again, I'd have to figure it's going to start filling that previous wick because it's already tapped that previous range here. And as we see this making, right, higher highs, then, I mean, on the break of a high, there'll be a higher high, higher low. I'd expect this to fill the wick. If. Are you reflipping bullish? Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm going to have buy stops here on the break of the high. And it'll be a small stop. We've attempted it. It attempted to come down here. You see how it broke the low there? And it attempted to come down into that range and failed. If it breaks highs, I'd expect the top of the range here. To the left. To the left. To the left. Right, I'd expect the most recent range to be more valid. Drove up, drove down to retest the highs. The hourly's bullish. Benny? Stop licking your balls. Fucking embarrassing, bro. We're breaking lows here. All right, we can leave this for now because if it rebreaks highs at this point, it'll be the hourly rebreak of the highs, so I'm okay with it. We can do it while the giveaway lasts. But once we start closing back below the range, we might have positions for some sells in a little bit here. It's possible. All right, 11:30 though is on the clock. 11:38 actually, and London has closed. Let's run this giveaway. Did we get to 200 likes? That is the question of the day. Have we 169 gang? We got close, but no cigar. 170. I'll give it before the end of stream, but we're gonna do the giveaway right now. We gotta get 200. Deal's a deal. I held up my end of the bargain. All right. Let's do this. Yeah, that doesn't work with holy music. It's gotta be like some scary shit. Scary and heavenly. The Undertaker and heaven don't go well together. W. Congratulations, Daniel Holder. Congratulations. Amazing. Yo, DM me, bro. DM me your name. The spams worked. I don't think the spams work for anybody. It's just everybody gets one entry. W. Not rigged at all. Not at all.
What was that, like 800K already you gave away?
I've given away a lot. I don't even know. But
Ain't nobody doing it like
gonna
you,
see if
man.
this is a 50K or a 25K by the time stream ends. Daniel, you got to get your promos on. Get them promotions going. I doubt it though, because now that people didn't win, they're not gonna like, right? So who the fuck is gonna be like, yeah, let me like so Daniel can have more money? Who gonna do that, huh? Yous ain't representing. Yous ain't keeping it real. This guy's saying you're giving away 800K. No, you've given away, in terms of accounts, we've given away like maybe 5 million. But that's over the course of the last like 4 or 5 months, right? Like half a year.
Shit, last 2-3 weeks been bananas.
Yeah, I've given away a lot. Like giving away $500,000 in the last 2 weeks. In funded accounts, $500,000 in funded accounts. And I put that disclaimer in there. You know, people take the shit too literal. Wow, we might get this position here. Will this be the actual first closure back in range? I don't know, I doubt it, but if it holds again, break of highs would work, right? If this bearish drive holds again, this would fall in line with the hourly. Hold on, chat. Stop scaring the neighbors, bro. Come on. Like we talked about. He's unbelievable. I will say the 15 closed at that level, but I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this here. I think we call it. Yeah, we call it. This. If I see something setting up, since I'm home a bit later today, like if I see something setting up while I'm home, right? I'm by the PC every like 15 minutes, 30-minute candles. I'll call it. But other than that, this is just kind of sucked. Hasn't really given anything. Hey guys, I'm new here. Great stuff. Well, new here. Hopefully you can show up tomorrow. You won't be new here anymore, but you'll be here. Point is to be here. Yeah, and that way you'll learn something. You might get some value out of it. Jeez, man, I was really hoping to get something here, but $30, 1 hour, 15's got a bottom wick. Let's see. How much for the 1 hour? 13 minutes. It could get interesting on the next 15-minute candle if the 1 hour holds here, right? But then this one might break the high. If the 1 hour holds here, technically, right, we have a 1 hour celery play on the break of this high to fill the wick. After holding a 30 support. 1 hour celery play would make sense. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on the next 15-minute candle. Signal channel, possible positions in 15 minutes, right? Once this 1 hour closes, so stay locked into then. Probably through the first 15 minutes of the next hourly. As for everybody else, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Zoom gang, I'll see you guys on the clubhouse side. Signal channel, there won't be any signals tonight. I'll be out. I got some plans for tonight. I'll be away from the PC, away from keyboard. Oh shit, I forgot to delete the buy stops on my live account. Nobody said nothing. Yeah, so there won't be signals, but we'll be trading here for the next hour or two while I'm still home. Okay, so if you're in the signal channel, possible positions coming up. Chat, we'll call it a session here. Love and wisdom to you all. Oh, mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. As always, as for me, my time here is up. And just like that, another New York session is in the books. Oh, congratulations, Daniel, on winning a 25K account. Congrats. Hit me up, DM me with your info, and I'll get you the account. Other than that, enjoy your day. See you guys on Friday. Later.